What kind of hair?
My ass hair. Oh yeah!
Let's go.
Good job, boys.
We'll do some recording in the middle.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay, Zuki's in the frame. We got him. We got one scene
In
of
the
it.
future, you can say, we started with one guy in the audience.
Yeah.
This is how it started. He was Indian. He was
There's always
brown.
There's always an
But
Indian.
it doesn't matter.
There's always an Indian somewhere.
And he was speaking Bangladeshi, but it doesn't matter. It was somebody. You know, I was like,
Make sure not to involve me in the recording.
no, but like,
Dude, you've been talking like we're
Oh, we are
recording. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know, actually, like I was driving to the team building that I was hosting,
Yeah.
and the guy's name was MD, and I was like, oh shit, there's actually an Uber driver also called MD from Bangladesh that lives on the street. Like I'm
that's
friends with him.
Mohammed.
Exactly,
That's what
and
you
it's
mean.
like he explained it to me. It's not MD, it's like Mohammed
Yeah.
something.
How'd you not know that?
I
dude?
don't know. Oh,
It's like,
it's fine.
it's like, yeah. I mean, the recording's fine. So, yeah, it's alright. That's like the most common name in the world.
No, Mohammed I know, but I didn't know the abbreviation MD was the Mohammed
Right.
something else. And he told me,
You gotta get used to that in Portugal now.
he told me it's like if this guy
They're invading.
is like called MD, it's like he's 100% from Bangladesh, because in Bangladesh when they give you like birth certificate or like also education certificate, they will not write the whole name. They just shorten it MD
It's from Mohammed,
all the time because otherwise it just will not fit.
Everyone's Mohammed, yeah.
So that's interesting.
Or it could mean like medical doctor. Or,
Yeah, this is the thing. Like
Or
he's
managing
not, like,
director. Right.
I think like he was doing that dating thing, not dating, but the arranged marriage thing. And it's like, and somebody thought like he was a doctor. It's like, oh, you're MD. Yeah. That's it.
That's a good Tinder strategy.
See,
Is it?
like you're an Uber driver and pretending to be
A doctor, yeah.
a doctor. Like that's fantastic.
That's actually a lie you could probably get away with in a dating
How
thing.
long can you like stretch it?
I think I wouldn't want to. I would want to like squash it on the first date. I wouldn't. You know,
but you would secure the date first.
secure the date first.
right.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Secure the date and then be like, look, MD means I'm like a doctor of nothing. Like, is that a problem?
No.
Doctor of Uber.
I'm a doctor of Uber.
Doctor of driving,
Yeah, doctor of driving.
Right.
driving doctor.
I'm a
He was a
doctor.
great driver.
He was a good driver.
He was good. He was like, he explained to me a lot of stuff, and it's like it was really fun. It was really fun. Like I like sometimes like I've been lucky enough. Sometimes like I feel like really shitty before going on stage or hosting an event, and then I get into a car and the conversation with the Uber driver like lifts me up like tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really lucky, and it's like a great person. I'm like, oh shit. Like I feel pumped and I'm inspired, and it's like
Right.
it,
You know, in England,
goes
it's,
better.
it's still like an art kind of a thing. Like if you take a cab in London, for example, if you take a black cab, like the guys, they never put anything on their Google Maps. Like they just know the map of England so well. Like that back, like I think there were even studies with like London black cab drivers that they're like a region of their brain like for memory is like larger than the average person because they just know the map so well. Like
the thing is, I think like what I've heard is like
what do you think about?
not the Uber drivers, but actually those black cabs.
Yeah.
Right, like I think to get a license to drive those, you have to know all the streets.
Right, you
in
have to
London,
pass an exam.
and you actually have to pass an
Yeah.
exam. So this is why like these people they know everything and they
Yeah.
know like how it flows and this. So like it's a lot of study now. Like there's a lot of streets in London. London is huge. How can
It
you
is,
like
yeah,
memorize all the streets?
It's like a country, man. Yeah.
And a lot of your guys' brothers are being expelled from UK.
From the UK.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think like you have lived in London? How do you think?
Legally, so it's different.
Nah.
No, I feel like yeah.
How do you think it's gonna impact? Like I saw the prices were rising because I was there like a little bit later after that, and it's like I actually don't know much about the life there after Brexit.
Yeah, I think prices kept rising, and because there's just like so much of a demand. Like if there's like an American company and they want like a European headquarter, They always go to like London, like
Yeah.
they might go to Frankfurt, but usually they go to London. Like, so I feel like there's still like demand, like, and it doesn't really impact like them. Like Brexit didn't really hurt them as much. Like I know that's like everybody wants to say that it did, because like you're like anti-European if you're saying that. But yeah, it really didn't impact them much, because in fact they were just feeding the rest of the poor European countries like weekly, like millions of pounds.
Yeah.
To support like Greece and Italy and even Portugal, I think. So
Like shipping wasn't hurt though, international trade or whatever.
yeah, I'm sure there are like some downsides, but there's still like the economy is booming, like it's still like the fifth biggest economy in the world.
Yeah.
It's still the pound is still like strong as hell, like,
Yeah.
compared to the euro or the dollar. Yeah, so
Yeah. Because they also never adapted euro.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was a smart move on their side.
I think Poland's still got their, I forget what it's called.
Krona?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Interesting.
Dude, but yeah, I talked about like the brain getting bigger.
The brain
and
getting
you-
bigger?
Somehow, I think that made you laugh. Like, what's the innuendo? Is the
Yeah, now I was just trying to figure out how I can interject and ruin my career on YouTube here. So it's like, what else is getting bigger?
Mm.
Is it my job offers? My emails? Like our followers? We have like followers now?
Yeah, like 6 of them.
6
Thank-
people.
thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
You always start from 0.
we actually got comments, but yeah, we'll address them later. Well, when we have like more than a handful to address.
When we all have girlfriends, we'll get to the comments. We'll start with the girlfriends first, and then we'll
Oh, we're back on that, yeah.
we're back on that. Yeah.
We have
Okay.
comments? I had no idea we have comments.
We got a few, but yeah.
We need to answer them, bro.
Okay.
Wow.
We can do it
What?
after this, or like in the middle.
Okay. We'll do it on that.
Nice.
My lawyer's email is. No.
He's gonna
So.
get way too many complaints, man.
Guys.
Tell me.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you everybody for coming. How's it been going? I don't know what to say.
How's it going for you? Yeah.
Life's been good for me, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody that, I've been thinking in my head that, like, I make other people feel comfortable. And that's been, like, a nice, you know, I think that should go viral. Like, everybody should feel comfortable. Or, like, no, you should tell yourself that you make other people feel comfortable. Because it's too much, people should be confident in that. And it's like, okay, no matter what happens, like, anything can happen, but it's going to happen from somebody who, like, is comfortable with me. Does that make sense?
I was with you for the first part.
Okay. No, I'm assuming that it will actually work.
Right. Okay.
But it, like,
But it was quite uncomfortable.
fuck.
You made me feel
like,
quite uncomfortable.
tell us,
Sorry.
because the thing is, like, I so half understand what you mean.
Have you seen the Seinfeld episode where, like, George is like, what happened in my life? He's like, where did it all go wrong? He's like, I sense the slightest bit of suffering in people. And Jerry's like, do you sense anything right now? Like, yeah. Sorry, it's a quote that maybe everybody didn't see, but...
Seinfeld has good episodes.
It's strange having audience in the corner, right? Like a dude's just laughing in the corner.
Yeah. Doing no sound,
Yeah.
silently laughing.
Usually, if there's a guy in the corner, I feel like
Yeah, I feel like I'm performing
I feel
on
like
set.
I'm performing. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think it's flashback.
Don't you feel more energized and more like?
Well, I'm feeling
Oh, if
hard.
there's a dude in the corner,
Yeah.
depends if his dick's out in his hand.
Ah!
Yeah. There we go. Go.
Yeah. The thing, it's very interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of both. Like,
Okay.
I do make people feel comfortable in a way. Like, yeah, like I'm not gonna really judge you, but I also challenge people's perspective
Yeah.
and like call them out on their bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's not like uncomfortable, like unsafe, but it's uncomfortable. Like, here's something that you're not looking at. here's crap. Here's a couple of things that you can challenge yourself on.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, in terms of growth, in terms of potential.
Yeah.
Okay, Zuki, dude, you gotta just get out, dude. You're just making us laugh, man. Like, it's just
All right, I'm
counterproductive at this point.
I'm gonna be not
No.
emotionless.
You can-
But this is a good experiment. It's
Yeah.
It
new.
is a good
Yeah.
experiment.
You
You
can't
need
do
to
the
get comfortable
same.
with this, bro.
You can't do the if you can't perform in front
You're
of like
usually
a,
the guy in the corner in the room. He's quiet, like.
I was
He's
quiet.
quiet. It's quiet as fuck.
I was saying nothing.
Bro,
No, this
Would you
that was
pref-
a cuck joke. But
would
yeah,
you
okay.
prefer to him, like, you can just push over and let him sit there.
No,
and
no,
then-
no,
and
that's
then
pretty
play-
good.
No, what would you
It's
prefer?
actually making
I
me
be
laugh.
more emotionless. That's your thing, you know. Can
No,
I be
no, no.
more?
Honestly, yeah.
Really?
Because if he laughs, it just makes me laugh too.
Okay.
You can laugh though.
But the
Yeah,
thing
right.
is, if
But
you
you
just
have a nice smile.
if this
Yeah,
podcast,
nothing against-
so the thing
not-
is,
nothing against way.
he doesn't like laughing because he thinks laughing. He doesn't like laughing because he thinks laughing is gay.
How's laughing?
So he
gay?
wants to be like always be like
Sure.
the stoic.
Nah, I
Close the
don't
door.
think, I don't think laughing is gay, but.
It's
Oh, wait, what?
What was
Close
that?
the door. Please, thank you, bro.
I was trying to show him what we usually do.
What we usually do.
But I'll not be extremely. But this is an experiment.
No, it's a good experience.
It's good.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I
you
love
have to
it.
get
I
used
love
to
it.
other people, laughing.
Like,
around.
eventually we're gonna have like 100 people.
No, 1 million.
Hopefully, all of them being
You
Yeah,
can
it is.
In the room?
naked.
In
Naked.
the room?
Naked.
Okay.
you like them just on the side of the room, right?
On the side of the room.
On the kitchen.
And the kitchen.
But yeah, like this is more of an experiment for Angad because
Okay.
he's very uncomfortable.
Because you're making me laugh. Like when like.
Okay, so
someone else is
I'm gonna be
talking.
more emotionless.
Yeah, okay.
No, but the thing is, his energy is actually like
It's uplifting, yeah.
is uplifting.
I mean, I do want to laugh more, but it's just.
No, like you just don't have any reason to.
Tell us a bad joke.
Huh?
Do you know any bad jokes?
Yeah, bad jokes. Okay.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Here we
They
go.
tend to do
No,
that.
no, no. I don't want to go the full version of me on YouTube
Okay.
Right.
because that is premium, you know. So like.
Let us wreck our own careers here. You know.
Yeah, you guys are professionals at that.
yeah.
I don't think. So the thing is, we started like first. I started. And then you, and then Yev, and then we were all bums at this point. Have you considered that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does it feel like being a? What about if I ask you as questions? Would that be
Alright.
different?
Oh,
Instead of just
yeah,
riffing?
yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's try
Because
it.
I can ask questions that then I'm not gonna like interject and like put my
Okay,
opinions. That's new for
No,
me.
that's fine if you do that.
No, I don't want to do
But
that.
you
That's new for me because I also
Okay.
always want to like bullshit, intrude.
Oh, okay.
So I would like your bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Humble Zuki.
No, I'm
Okay,
always
so that's
humble.
a nice
but-
change.
No, but like I am aware that I do that, so I am better than you still.
Alright, never mind. Not humble, not humble, yeah.
Wait. It's like spark starter. Spark starter. That's my.
That's the guess.
I don't know. Like, there's not an easy way to do it.
Actually, since I'm here, instead of like you're right,
Alright,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
audience, I can ask specific questions.
Okay.
Very
Go for
interesting. Okay, let's start with
Dude,
Angad.
yeah.
So Angad, you have been working professionally for a long while,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you've not been in a consistent stream. You have been making money, but not the way you have been making money in different ways now.
Yeah.
How does it feel to not be employed full time?
Yeah, I think
Like the
we.
details of it.
I think we even like talked about it like last week, right? Like, it feels strange because, like, I don't know, like it just feels like it's like the purpose of man to like make money. Like I just that's just how I feel like because you're just like.
So men are workhorses. Is that what you mean? Like that's their point of life.
I just feel like like if you're like you get unconditional love if you're a child, like you're just like loved for no reason. Like same with dogs, like with women as well to some extent. But like a man is always like providing, right? Because like if something goes wrong in the household, like the wife looks at her husband, the child looks at his father. So I just feel like that. But like I mean, obviously I'm not married right now. Yeah, true. I have a girlfriend, but I have no kids or anything, so it doesn't feel like that bad. And also like, cause I've been like contracting for the last few years, so I never really had a vacation. So it's good to like just take some months off at
Do
this
you feel
point.
you need to earn
But,
your love, earn like affection from people? Like if you work a certain hours, oh finally, people should love me. Or
No,
if you don't do that,
I'm not
then,
I'm not
just kill me already.
seeking. I'm not seeking love, because that's not like something a man does, right? Like you're not craving any love. Like who cares, man? Like nobody will love you
Any
except
opinions here?
for your mom.
Yeah.
Like
I
nobody really.
crave love.
You crave love?
Yes.
Can you elaborate? Can you
Wait.
elaborate in details?
Like it's very interesting because he knows all of us very well,
Very
and he,
well,
he already
yeah.
knows like, oh, Yev has a different opinion on that.
Can you elaborate? Give me like 3 minutes. Can you talk for 3 minutes
Uh,
about this?
So like in my particular case, like I do seek love from friendships, relationships, romantic relationships, from my parents, and it's not just like, oh, you're a good boy, but actually like, spending time with people, having good conversations. Like one of my favorite people on earth is actually my mom. It's her 60th birthday actually.
Oh wow.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mom.
What's her name?
Alina.
Happy birthday, Alina!
Thank you.
Let's do the Yev clap.
And like I love spending time with her because both of us are quite open-minded, and both of us we like learning, studying. It's like she's 60, and I believe like she will like keep being very. She will live for a long time because like she keeps challenging herself, and she also keeps evolving. So something that she's developed over the last, I would say, decade was she started giving us unconditional love, which is something that she learned because she never received it when she was a child, because like we grew up in like Russia, Ukraine, Soviet Union, all Soviet Union countries. Like there is no unconditional love there. It's like you need to have good grades, you need to like be good at sports and play instruments and this and that, and it's like if you do that you are loved.
So do you think Angad is Russian?
Not Russian, but it's also like very old school way of living, where in my case, like when I feel like I'm loved just by existing, it gives a different sense of emotional safety. And that's it. I know like I don't have to perform, I don't have to do anything.
So you just
I don't
exist,
have to achieve.
So
I just
you
exist and I know I'm loved.
Okay, so you
And-
just
and-
exist. I think
Exactly.
he has an
Why your
opinion.
mom? Yeah, but dude, like.
But like love is also not just like being overly positive all the time. Like you have also given love to people you mentioned where like you
Mhm.
kicked them in the ass
Yes.
because you know what their true like what their functionality should be. And
Could
I think
be.
could be
Potential is the
Or
word.
potential. Yeah. And like if you're not like functionally going towards that, like I mean, I think what you're saying is that that's your like that's in a sense what your fruition is of this of existence. That is the functional, you should be doing something to
Right.
fulfill this proper thing. So I think there's the same. Like I wonder, like I hope everybody can get the benefit of the doubt that they tried really hard. Like I think your intention really matters to me, and I hope
Mhm.
that sometimes it's not like, okay, yeah, you need to have good grades, then you get good grades, and it's like, oh, but you also need to make 100,000, then you make 100,000. Oh no, you need to make 200,000. Like that is one thing that, like, I resist the sort of functionality side because
Mhm.
I'm like, it feels like a moving target, and that like nobody's ever going to be happy even if I hit the moving target. So what's the point of hitting the smallest
I
target?
have a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you define potential in someone?
That's hard. I think that's the purpose of like education, like, or
But how do you judge it in a friend? You said you think they have potential. Is it just because they're extroverted or they're really into it but they don't do it all enough? Like how do you, like based on what can you say someone has a lot of potential? Is that because they have achieved something in the past but they aren't anymore? Like how do you know that? Is it just a feeling and like fleeting feeling?
for me, I see like potential in every single person, like who is like here, like who is like. No, I don't mean like here in this room. You guys are fucked. Like not you guys. What are you talking about?
Let him touch. Sometimes he wants to touch men.
Wait
And
till the
that's
second
it.
half. Wait till the second half of the
been a
show.
while. It's been a
Like,
while.
it's been a while.
Actually.
Like, I've been saving up for this. You guys, bro.
All right. Go ahead.
No, I mean like, but yeah, like anybody who is like who is just a normal person, I think, who is like open. I think you have to be open, you have to be whatever, but it's most people. Like most people can learn. Usually for me, I kind of have a sense of when I can't go anywhere with somebody, or like we run into a stopping point, and then we, you know, like you cannot actually do that much to always like help or have somebody has to like learn on their own as well.
So you want to tell them that there is a direction, but you can't force them in that direction.
Yeah. I think like, yeah, I mean,
But why do you want to? Do you think they are blind to it?
No, I mean, I think that like a lot of people are doing amazing things, and like
They could have done better.
no, like I'm particularly now thinking about like a lot of young people, because like young people like have the world ahead of them, and like
Yeah.
I had to actually learn at one point, like I was over nursing like a lot of people because I had anxiety when I was younger.
Okay.
So then like I felt like I had to like go and do all this crazy shit to make people feel normal and happy and all this stuff.
Mm.
Where it's like, oh wait, most people did not have the same kind of experience that I had.
Yeah.
And if I can help them, like I mean maybe it's even a huge amount of people where it's just like a light touch, and it's like if I'm actually doing my best, that will
Yeah.
kind of rub off on them, like, you know. So
I like it.
there could be
Lead by example, kind of.
yeah.
I like it.
Or just
I want
like-
to
like-
touch on that a little bit. Something that actually makes me very sad is seeing wasted potential. Like, and I can actually give an example. Like, I was here in Portugal. I was in a 7th grade in a school, and there was like this bright young guy. He was like really into computers, and then later when I was in college, I saw him, and all of that, like, I don't know what happened. Like, he was just this guy, really fan of sports, and I don't think he even like finished high school. So like, just wanted smoking weed and drinking beer. Like, became like a full delinquent, you know.
Oh shit.
And I was like, shit, like, because when I was seeing him when we were really young, I thought like, oh, like you're gonna like be working in a bank or doing some stuff, like, but he's like, something happened in his life. I don't know, it's like maybe a family member passed away, like something happened that's like fully like his potential that I was seeing that he could have had. It's like something happened, like they just took it away from his path, and now he's like not even like has a job like 9 to 5. Probably cannot get one. And
I have a
he's-
question for you related to that. Do you think you can help someone without knowing their full story? Because you never know their full story, and
Exactly.
you're projecting that they have potential based on your current state of life, but you don't know what happened to them.
Yeah.
So like, should you help them, or should you, you know, because you said you said something happened, and if you don't know that, how can you help them?
It's also not that. It's like I can only help them if they're gonna be seeking help, right? So it's like if I just go there and be like, hey man, like here's what you can do, and if that person doesn't really care, it's like there's nothing I can do. I cannot help somebody. What I've learned is like I cannot help somebody who doesn't actually want any help.
Then what do
they're
you
like,
do?
Huh?
What do you do when you know you have a good friend who you can't help? Maybe you can answer this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also, even if somebody like wants help, like that's also kind of difficult as well, in my
Mm.
experience. Like, if they don't want help, then you definitely can't help them. Even if somebody like wants help, I think that a lot of times our society is kind of failing at even helping people who like want help, and we like maybe overhelp, or like, I don't know, there's definitely some research to explore in regards to like helping people. So, like,
It's also kind of condescending to say to your friend that I think you need help with this area, or you should fix this area because you don't know what they're going through, right? Like they might be that way because of a reason.
Do you think it's better
I
to
don't
watch
know.
them fail first?
I really don't know, man. Like, I feel like people are different. Like, I feel like for me personally, I think I do well with negative like criticism or whatever you call it. Like so if somebody's like straight up tells me that I fuck up here, I like that. But I think not everyone does. Some people might get like discouraged by it. Some people might actually think that they're like hating them. You know, someone's being a hater. But I think if the intentions are clear, like you know the person that they wish the best for you, you should just take it as like yeah, like that's just feedback. You know, it's just a way to improve. Well, how do you guys feel?
I think there's this thing where you're in your like 20s and you're like super energetic in some way, and you're like, okay, you know, I feel like you feel like you're either an outsider, you're an outsider in some way. I think is a common, you know,
you
feeling.
feel like you don't fit in anywhere.
Yeah, it could be for many reasons. You feel like you don't fit in, and then so sometimes that as you kind of, you know, for long enough, if you don't feel like you have a place to be at home, then you're like, you know, what is this all for? Like, this is just, I'm not comfortable, fuck this. And then so, like for me, I would be like, you know, kind of getting in this thing where it's like, okay, well, I know that those guys don't know what's going on because I don't feel comfortable with what's going on. So like you kind of get this kind of, often it's like an ego, you know, not that it's even bad, it's just something that naturally you get this sort of, you know, personality that you develop really strongly. And then like when you get a little older, you start to have some friends that come around and you kind of have this habit of just being like, you know, you've thought about how to organize a lot of things, and then people start to kind of like put their fingers in what you're organizing, and you often have this like, you know, kind of habit of just like being independent, you know, like you want to feel independent, like everybody wants to feel independent, and you know, that is something to where you have to kind of learn ideally how to listen to other people, when to listen to other people, judge like who has your best interest in mind, when people are smarter than you on certain topics or not, like whatever it is. So
do you think it's better for men to be independent first, or like grow up with a strong community, for men specifically?
Yeah, I think they're similar. Like, you know, I think a community is only good as each person is able to fit inside of the community. Like, you know, typically these days a community has to be very like international, like very spread out. So, like, we live in a digital age. Like,
a good example of what I'm trying to say is some men are really extroverted and fun. If you see the gang of British guys, sometimes when they're traveling, they're really fun together. Or your Burra gang, like they're really fun together. But individually, they cannot like keep up the energy. They're kind of dead, like not dead, but they're like not as fun. They don't feel like they're fun independently. But only in that community and group do they feel.
I think it's just something that happens when like a bunch of guys get drunk together. Like,
but
it just feels great, like, cause you're just like going out, like you're just like, you feel like
yeah,
you're
but I was not talking about
place.
having fun, but I'm talking about they only feel that they can work together. It's like another example is like a hackathon. Some people do really well if they're on their own, and some people do. I was not trying about the fun thing. I was just saying like some guys are really good as a team and some are not. But I'm saying should guys learn to be on their own and figure out things and then see that they can also work with the team, or should be the other way?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm biased, but I do feel like, yeah, the individual person should be like really strong, like on their own, you know, like at the end of the day, I guess, you know, you are by yourself a lot and you're with other people a lot, and I do feel like the better you are kind of by yourself, the more independent you are, like the more contributory to the group you can be. Like to be like, yeah, it takes actually a strong person to be like, okay, these 10 people are saying this, and now I want to say something different.
Right.
It's not always easy to do, and
Do you think women operate differently?
women
I'm
are.
pointing to you, but it can be anybody here. It can be Yev maybe.
I see women as being a little bit more naturally community oriented, a little bit more wider in their scope of things. So they're a little more naturally consensus building, and guys are a little bit more like independent and.
I think that's true.
Yeah. But it's always a sliding scale, like.
I wouldn't say guys are more independent. I think guys are more competitive. Like if we go a little bit like to the times where we were like humans were like hunters gatherers, like you would see guys going to hunt together, but they were like trying to compete with each other to say like, oh, I'm gonna be faster or this, or like even fighting with each other. Where women, they would like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take care of the house and this and that, and I'm gonna like solve problems, issues, and make sure like consensus and all of that, sort of like caretakers. But we do kick each other's butts like as men, but it's not, sometimes it's not in a good way, but sometimes it is in a good way. It is like, hey, like somebody's challenging you to be better. And man, like I think for everybody, like it's good for us to be challenged in a different areas. Otherwise we just tend to like stagnate and that's it. If you're not challenged, it's just like there's no growth.
Yeah.
I think it's really important for men to have friendly relationships. That can be at, a meetup even. It doesn't have to be like we're best friends, because that can also be, it can go into this, whatever. There's different ways to do it, but I think for men to have positive relationships,
Do you have a comment, Angad?
it's a good idea.
Angad, would you have to add something to that?
They can go into this. What can it go into? Yeah, Tyler.
Having close friends. All right,
you can
unzip.
just-
Everybody unzip.
You can just right away say like they can be just gay with each other in this one.
No, but dude, yeah, about the competition.
Again? Guys,
all the time.
did you bring
Round 2, guys.
round two?
I have an interesting question. So the thing you just said about competitiveness and what you said about independence, do you think it applies equally with gay men?
Yo, calm down, Zuki. Where are you going with this?
No, but like this is
We're keeping it a purely heterosexual like
I know,
podcast.
but I'm saying like that
Zuki,
might
you've
not
come in
apply.
one day and made the whole thing really gay, gayer than usual. But
The number of men
no,
multiply.
we don't know how gay men feel, but maybe
You
probably
don't?
similar. Probably similar.
My answer is maybe.
But I gotta say, I think the competition can be really good. Like you gave 2 good examples, right? Like
Yeah.
with the hunting. Like if you're competing for who gets the biggest like animal to bring to the tribe,
Right.
that's really good. Like
Yeah,
it feeds the whole tribe. But if you're competing, as in like you start fighting with someone else on the way to the jungle or whatever,
Or because of a woman.
or because of a woman, jealousy or something, yeah, then it's stupid. Yeah. So I guess it's like healthy
The thing is like,
competition.
why is it
Yeah.
stupid? Because like, imagine that you and we want the same woman.
Right, but I mean,
What do? It's not like we're gonna play chess and be like, oh yeah, whoever wins.
yeah, but she's.
So you should compete.
I
Is that
mean-
what you're saying?
No, but I think that's the natural thing because like natural selection, like this is like the idea is.
But
This is
isn't
like
the
how,
woman-
how we came here? It's like
Sorry.
whoever's the stronger fighter will win and will get the prize.
Yeah, but isn't
So, like,
the-
Do you
isn't
think
in
that's
modern
how it
times-
operates in the current world?
No, but in modern times, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in modern times, like the female is the natural selector.
She's already
She
decided
picks
within
she's
the first
one-
5 minutes. Who
I
she
mean,
picks.
I'm not saying that, but probably yeah. But she's the one selecting, right? It's not like you're fighting with guys. Like you might be in a nightclub, but like generally no, right? Like you.
I think we have evolved to Ideally, it's the most best thing you can do is not take it personally because it
The
is
tribe is so big now.
The tribe is so big.
There's so many girls, right?
The ocean's so large.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you know, it is kind of if I mean, are we saying that in the current moment that women are making the selection of mate selection and the guys basically are doing the best they can to display themselves
To pursue.
and then the girl makes the decision at the end.
But isn't the current
Yeah,
world?
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Doesn't the current world kind of almost want, like the excessive pursuit are almost negative? So you know, if among two guys, one guy's pursuing a lot and the other guy's not, haven't you seen that the women kind of chooses the guy who is a bit more nonchalant, so the girl chooses her?
Because they think that he has a lot of options.
Yeah, because if you're pursuing a lot, the girl probably thinks, why is he so much after me? He clearly doesn't have anything going on.
So, sort of desperate. Feels desperate.
yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, I sort of agree with that, but that comes to energy. So like,
Yeah.
vibe, like it's a bit difficult to explain, but it's like, if I'm gonna be like feeling really desperate trying to pursue somebody, that's gonna be a very big turnoff.
Right. You can answer this. What's the difference between pursuit and like? What's the line between pursuing and desperation? Like, when do you cross that?
So
Because
it's-
you have to pursue. What is
it's a
the line?
feeling. So like, if you pursue, like, imagine like, so I feel fine right now, right? So right now I feel fine. I'm healthy.
A little aroused.
Huh?
A little aroused.
Natural.
Natural.
That's normal.
Normal.
Yeah, not more than the usual. Yeah, but the thing is, if like, imagine that, like, I don't know, like a month ago I was like drained and I was exhausted and I was burned out and I'm like trying to pursue somebody and I'm trying to pursue somebody from a place where my cup is not full. So like I'm just trying to fill my cup that's empty. So like that's also like, and she gonna feel it. She gonna notice it and she's gonna feel it. Oh, it's like it feels desperate, like on his part. But if he's pursuing and it's like he's calm about it, it's like it's not a big deal if you reject him and it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, that's fine. Like, and he just like moves on.
What are some indicators of desperation? Like 3.
What do you mean?
Like what are some indicators which show is considered desperation?
So like
In
practically speaking.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
Double
high
texting.
level of,
Double texting could be one thing, right? Like,
for example, but I think it comes more.
like that's what you want, right? Like examples.
Hey, like actual examples of what someone might be doing unconsciously,
Because-
which is actually desperation, not pursuing.
But the thing is because it's hard to fit into words because you could get somebody's Instagram and text them right away, and if it's very smooth and cool, it could work out. And maybe
Yeah,
that's
it's based on what their interest level is.
yeah.
But I'm
But,
talking more generic.
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Let me think about that. So I really like double texting. So
as
if-
an example.
not necessarily even double texting, but for example,
What is
No,
double
wait,
texting?
you're chatting with the girl and the girl like sends like 3 short messages and you send like 4 or 5 big ones. So it's like how much, like in terms of balance, like if you just like trying like to over communicate and this, like they that might feel desperate. It's like, why is he writing to me so much? And it's like I'm answering this, but it's like he's a lot more engaged into me that I am into him, like whatever the
Okay,
case
that's
is.
one. What
And
else?
that's also your body language. So like when you actually like speak with her face to face, if you are actually like grounded, you feel secure in yourself, and like because when you're grounded, you're also a bit laid back, and your voice actually also changes. So the pitch of your voice is also grounded. It's not
Can you
like
show 2 examples of the voices?
So I really like
This
this
guy
one.
is just trolling you now. He's
so like
just
if you
trolling
have a
you.
voice like that,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you speak like with a really high pitch.
I'm not exactly
That's a-
trolling, but like this is like more
Yeah,
in-depth questions instead of
This is a
surface
real
level
thing.
stuff.
So,
Okay.
so this is a real thing. Like I actually noticed, like I was going on a date with this girl. Like she was like a Reiki master, and it's like she was making me feel, when we were just cuddling, she was making me feel so grounded. My voice got like so low. I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
Like I remember I actually wanted to have like voicing singing classes, and after that I was like, I'm actually fine. I like my voice. My voice like really like went really down because like she was like very much in her feminine, and it allowed me to also like to bring my masculine up, even though like I was mentally not in a good shape after a breakup, and it was like really great. So it's also like your behavior, your body language, like how deep your voice is. It's like if you're actually like coming from like a place of wealth and abundance, or a place of like, oh shit, I'm desperate, I'm clinging, and I'm like trying like to patch the hole, whatever's missing with you. And that's it. And more often than not, if those people cannot find a person to fill the hole, they tend to recur to drugs or porn or this or that. So like drinking.
What are we winking for?
Fill the hole.
Oh.
But you were gonna say something,
Switch
man.
teams.
Like, you were gonna switch teams. You were gonna say
You
something.
didn't define which hole, man.
Any
Yeah.
hole's good.
Yeah.
Any hole's good, dude.
Really?
Depends on.
Good to know.
Are you sure this is not a gay podcast?
With enough,
Tell me one.
with enough coconut oil, all things are
Oh,
possible.
I actually have some.
Whoa!
Wait, Tyler, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say so much. I forgot. I forgot already. I agree. I think for me it's duality, because I think there's in energy, like you don't want to be afraid of having a high voice, but also like having a low voice. I have seen that be good. Like it does show like comfort or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, you guys inspired me to
Wait,
write a
how
book.
much do you guys think like a voice actually
Matters.
matters?
that
Because I
much.
doubt it's
Not
like
that much.
it's a very small like
Ask.
Yeah, it's very
Like,
small.
Actually, ask.
effect.
But they're gonna say
Like,
that.
unless you're like unusually high or unusually low. Like
Yeah.
if you're somewhere in the middle, like
Yeah.
where most guys are, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
So for
Fine,
normal
it's
people,
fine.
it's like not that important.
yeah.
But if
Like,
you're
when have you heard a girl say, "Oh, what I like about him is his voice"? I never heard
highly
that.
rare.
I never heard that.
it's because most guys don't have that deeper voice. That's why.
I've heard a dude with like the deepest voice on the subway, like sitting in front of me. I actually like spoke with him. It's like, hey, like, what happened? Like, did you like had surgery? And he's like, no, my whole family's like that. And it was like naturally so fucking deep, like horribly deep. And I was like,
Yeah.
shit, man. Like I told him, like you need to like to sing in a choir, even like for choir standards. That was
Right.
really fucking deep. And it's like it just like
Why are you laughing, Angit?
it's like genetics in his family. Like
I don't know. He's just
all the people
describing the dude's
speak,
voice.
Lot
speak
of
like that,
talk
and I was
about
like, it's like
depth.
it sounds like it's so deep. It sounds fake because it doesn't even like fits what he looks like.
Hmm.
You know?
So the thing is, if you don't look that crazy masculine, but if your voice is deep, it will actually help, right? Because that
Right.
voice is suddenly stands out because it doesn't fit the rest of him. But
No, but what I mean is like no girl like, come on, like you talk to a girl who recently got a boyfriend or recently started dating a guy, she will like name things about him that she likes, and it's
Face-
very rarely
face,
voice.
biceps, ass, abs.
they
Like,
use
yeah,
the ass.
yeah, yeah,
That's
right,
it.
like stuff like
Ass-
that, or like
abs
what
and
he
ass.
does, or like how he makes her feel, like stuff like that. Like,
Oh, can you elaborate more on that? Can you elaborate more
On the
on
feelings? Can you
Yeah,
elaborate
can you
on the
elaborate?
feelings that you don't have?
Yeah, can you elaborate more on how a girl is? How can you like?
make her feel good.
Yeah, make her feel good.
You basically don't talk anything. Like you just ask questions.
You don't talk.
You basically just ask questions. Let
Like,
her
like
talk.
what kind of questions?
Like you
what
just
is
let
it-
her like blab on
What,
for the
what does she
day.
do for? Like what does
Like-
she do for her product management job?
Yeah,
or
like
what?
whatever. Like you just keep asking. Like that's it. Like you after she talks like for an hour on like on the first date, she just feels closer to you for no reason. Because she's just basically is just telling you everything about her life, and you just like pretend like you listen, and you're like yeah cool.
So you have to pretend, or can you actually care?
I mean, you can care if you want, but
What if it's really boring and not interesting?
yeah, that's the tough part. So you like you zone out. You
What,
zone
you
out.
zone out?
and then
You zone out.
you zone out, and then you come back in after 5 minutes, and then you're like,
You're
ask
thinking
another
about the
question.
football game, and
Yeah,
she's
yeah, yeah.
like,
And then you ask another question, and then you zone out again. And by the end of it, she's like, "Oh, I feel like we have
I
such a
feel
connection. I feel like we have such a connection." I'm like, "Yeah, me too."
But but if she
that's
actually
terrible advice, guys. Don't
but
listen
if
to that.
but if she actually asks your AI, assuming that you heard all the things,
Right.
she will not get anything
Yeah,
back.
be
but
careful,
then you-
bro. Like that's a
then you
good way to
flip it.
catch a knife where I'm from, bro.
But then you flip it, dude. You like you say something, and then you do another question. Everyone loves to talk about themselves, so you just like let them do it, dude.
Yeah, but if
They-
you miss a detail, that's how you wake up getting your nipples
It's
pinched
fine,
in the
dude.
middle of
You
the
just-
fucking
Can you,
night.
can you elaborate on that story? What happened? there?
Getting your nipples pinched in the middle of the night?
Yeah, yeah. What happened? Like, which led you to bring that example?
Bro, it wasn't even. No, you know this meme where, like, your girlfriend has a dream that you did something wrong and wakes you up and is angry at you. Yeah, that happened,
You
bro.
cheated on me
Real
in
life,
the dream.
bro. Who
like-
is this person?
When they're
Like,
angry, do they
I
go after
don't
your like
know.
face as a slap or the nipples?
Nipple.
Oh, very interesting.
I don't think it was nipple. I think it was like chest.
But
Boop.
let me tell you a story on that. Like, I was speaking with this girl, and so there's this guy in Lisbon. I will not point there. Like, he's a sociopath. It's like several people told me that, and it's like this girl. Like, she came to me and she told me it's like that was something weird about him. And it's like at the beginning he seemed to be like very charismatic, very this, that, and then I noticed he was manipulating me because like he was actually intentionally, so like she was speaking and he was paying attention, and then like in later conversations or even like in other days he was reminding her of things that she was talking about. So he actually like listened and he registered, but not because like he cared, because he wanted to manipulate her. So it's like
What is a sociopath exactly?
it's somebody who doesn't feel bad if they do something like inappropriate, like if they like kill a dog or a cat or like hurt somebody. It's like they don't feel bad, they have no consciousness. So like there's a sociopath and psychopath. Psychopaths, they usually actually kill people. Sociopaths, they don't tend
So
to.
they're just like on a social level.
On the social level,
They
they have no empathy.
So if they say something mean, they don't feel anything.
Exactly.
They're
They
not-
have no empathy.
They can hurt.
Basically, you, bro.
Yeah.
Basically, that.
They have no empathy, and they cannot feel, and they cannot empathize with anybody. So
Good to know.
They're a little more cold, but they can also, I think, understand. They like can understand like pain as like almost like a points program. So they're like,
Can you elaborate?
you're at 0 points today. Like fuck, like
Yeah.
that. Like they
Let me
They
go over to this dude's
understand, like,
house
they
and make
care.
So
sure
the sociopaths, do they know that what they're doing, or are they unaware of it?
sociopaths know. Like psychopaths are like
They don't know.
they literally don't know like
Like, they
whatsoever.
don't feel it.
But yeah, but both of those two, they're on a spectrum that are close to each other. I feel, but those two are like on a close spectrum, but they're also both spectrums of their own.
Apparently, you're wrong.
Like what
Tell-
was
tell
talk
us,
about that?
Psychopath and sociopath.
just research it.
Okay, yeah,
What's
we
the
can do that. We
difference?
can do that. We
It's
can do
actually better.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
we
have-
we do a Gemini.
But like generally speaking, what happens is like this is why we have actually a lot of the CEOs and high performing people, they are sociopaths. For one simple reason, like sociopaths tend to be very high achievers because they have no issues like breaking the law, doing unethical
So they
things.
can fire someone without feeling
No,
anything.
not even fire. Like they will sabotage. They will fuck you up just to get ahead in their career. They have no problems like doing unethical shit. It's like really
So
like
less
ruin
ethics.
your
It's a
ruin
points
your
program.
wedding.
Everything's a
Like,
points
for-
program.
Exactly. The thing is like they have no problems in ruin your wedding, so they can do a better presentation
So
and
they
get
can
the
get that
promotion.
location or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they have nothing. Like I will just go through everybody to achieve my results.
So it's like Hunger Games, but in social, so in
Exactly.
real life.
Exactly, and it's like
Everything is a competition.
yeah, and it's
So,
like,
like, shouldn't
I
we
want
be connected?
this. It's like, and nobody gonna stop me. No laws, no social rules, no nothing. And they just like, but they understand that like the world, there are rules. So I need to do things in a sneaky way. So I don't get figured out, right? So I don't get caught. So like they play dirty and they don't give a shit. And this is why also a lot of them get very much ahead in life. Because like, hey, if I can play dirty, if no rules apply to me and I can do whatever I want, and now more often than not they're also smart. They just figure out the way to
Do you believe
do
we
better.
can get ahead in life in a pure ethical way? 100% ethical.
Fine, get ahead.
Get ahead means
Be the best.
be the best at things, like be the richest in the country, or like just like in a better social economic status than most people.
Oh, for sure.
The
So
most
it is
peop-
possible. Oh, interesting.
Then most people, yes. The best, no. So like
Okay,
the
so-
richest or the best depends on
you
the
have
metrics.
some, you have some thoughts on that. Maybe you can elaborate.
Oh yeah, like I mean, I think it's highly possible to be highly successful if you're super like innocent and simple and like
Innocent.
yeah, like work
Interesting.
really hard.
So you can be
and,
really hardworking and get ahead in life without fucking or anybody.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that, but why did you say innocent specifically?
Well, I mean like
Because innocent or kind.
Yeah, they're different things.
kind, innocent. I mean to not hurt somebody else, like purely.
But you also got to protect, like, make sure you don't get fucked over.
So
either.
innocent, I think
I
you
mean-
need to have a good heart.
I mean, yes.
The
I mean,
word innocence means I will allow people to step all over me.
No, no,
You
no,
will
no,
not
no,
I don't
be
think that's
no, no,
innocent.
no, no, no.
I don't think that's what innocent means.
Naive.
No, 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 no.
Naive, gullible,
yeah.
like,
Innocent.
that is
No, no, no.
innocent, yeah.
I don't mean it in that way.
I don't think it's-
Okay.
I mean like whatever
Kind and
whatever
gentle and
moral
generous.
like because
Okay.
yeah,
Do you have one example, like in the history where that has happened, like a small example even, where like someone has been like kind and proper without trying to fuck over anybody and has gotten ahead pretty?
Bro, most of business, like the
Yeah.
fact that like all CEOs are evil type shit is like just a political like
Yeah.
bro, like you when you are also politicians, they're known for being more on the psychopathic, sociopathic sometimes because they deal with lots of people, so maybe they get desensitized to interacting with people, or maybe they're naturally can disassociate from people, and sometimes, you know, at different levels people can do that, but like, you know, it's not easy to be a CEO or the president of something or the coach of a freaking child soccer league.
That's why I
like-
was looking for one example where that they have actually been done that.
No, I think most of the people are actually doing their best in like a very, very difficult situation, and we are just as we don't feel like we're on their level, so we become like jaded, and then we just say
Yeah.
all
So
CEOs
you blame
are-
everybody basically.
Yeah, you just blame everybody.
But most of them are not trying to be unethical.
They're
They
normal
just-
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
yeah.
they're normal
So,
people.
like, you have many examples, like Confucius, Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama. Like, you have, like, a lot of people who are, like, really, like, even, like, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Most
It's like,
sportsmen.
he's really fucking humble. He's, like, he encourages people, like, yeah, like, play football, like, give your best. Like, actually, like, work your ass off, and you will be successful. You don't have to be, like, an asshole to people. You just have to, like, do a lot of work. And that's it. So,
I think
like,
it's true for sports. A lot
for
of sportsmen.
sports, yes.
But maybe politicians, not so much.
I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
more where other humans are involved. Sports, you know, sports is not exactly because it's the entertainment category
Okay.
versus not other people's lives and jobs are dependent on it.
You know this Indian like guy, right? Like the businessman Tata, right? Like
Ratan Tata.
like the founder
The
of that
Nadal?
company. Huh?
Nadal?
No, the founder of the company. It's a Indian businessman. He's actually originally from Persia.
Okay.
His name is JRD Tata. His last name is Tata.
Mm-hmm.
He started like this huge conglomerate, like billions of dollars
yeah.
worth. He employed like there's literally like a town in India named after him because he employed like 100,000 people there, gave them really good jobs. You know, everyone has a good life. He's like a great example. He never fucked over anyone. Like started this
So he has no
empire.
haters.
No, there's literally Jamshedpur is named after him.
Yeah.
Like that town.
We also have the Carnegie, like Dale Carnegie, I think.
Right.
Like he also he actually wrote literature on like leadership and all of that stuff. Like he was able to memorize like thousands of names of like his employees at the factory. It's like what were the wife name, and it's like where the kids were in school and all of that. Like he was loved, and it's like it's just like these leaders like that take care of the people around them.
Even SpaceX, bro. Like even the janitor is now a millionaire because of the stocks he got from SpaceX.
The welder, the guy who's welding,
Yeah. He's
Like,
he's also
he
a
was the
millionaire.
news article
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So I mean, Elon Musk to them did like a great service.
A lot of people don't agree. A lot of people would say he's like a sociopath or psychopath, like a.
I know he like I've heard he's on the spectrum, so he's
no,
autistic.
Right.
He's like he's
But that's
proud-
different
he's like-
from being sociopath. Being autistic is different.
No,
from being
not
sociopath.
He's like his actions and how he involved in politics is what people think
Oh,
is like
consider.
a manipulation tactic because he basically bought X
Yeah.
and also funded Trump to make sure he gets his way, you know, and that is the maybe his companies are like ethical, but like his way of life, like he personally is make sure that the world goes according to him and he powers it with money.
Oh yeah, that might be.
So it's not the same
That
thing.
might be different things. That might be like narcissistic personality or God complex, whatever the case is. It's a lot.
But oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
we
give us
just-
the definitions.
Okay.
What's the difference?
So,
We're gonna learn something today.
okay, it says while pop culture loves to use psychopath and sociopath interchangeably to describe cold or dangerous individuals, psychology views them quite differently.
Yeah.
The biggest surprise for most people is that neither psychopath nor sociopath is an official medical diagnosis. Instead, modern psychiatry groups both behaviors under a single umbrella diagnosis called antisocial personality disorder, ASPD. Within that diagnosis, psychopathy and sociopathy represent different behavioral patterns, origins, and positions on the spectrum of severity. Provides a nice little image here. So, psychopath, lack of guilt, remorse, or empathy, pretending to feel emotion, psychopath, inability to form true emotional attachments, tend to be successful, dishonest, manipulative behavior, narcissism, and superficial charm.
Okay.
Sociopath,
Sociopath.
lack of remorse, but guilt and empathy may be present in some cases. I call it the point system. But
So what does that mean exactly when you say point system? I don't think I understand.
like, I think a sociopath will like understand when they are taking 10 points from you to give 10 points to themselves. They'll do it, but they will like kind of understand why that's bad for you.
Right.
So they're aware of how it's affecting someone
Yeah.
and they're okay with it.
So
Yeah.
they're suppressing a guilt, whereas a psychopath doesn't even feel.
Yeah, a psychopath is like points, like
Who cares?
pain.
I get what I
Like-
want. Yeah,
like-
right.
Say they don't believe in emotions being as important. Like if someone feels sadness,
It's
Yeah,
not, it's
yeah.
not believing. It's like they don't feel
That-
it.
that
so
is-
like more often like it says like they don't feel they feel guilt.
Ooh.
No, consciousness. It's lack of consciousness.
Let's try. The next one of sociopath explains that. In a sociopath, some emotions are felt. Rage, being one, but they are shallow and fleeting. May form close attachments to one or a few individuals. Consistent irresponsibility and repeated violations of law.
So they cross boundaries. They don't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
limits.
don't. Right.
Or they don't care. Yeah.
Constant lying and deception, aggressive and reckless behavior.
do you think psychopathy or sociopathy comes from a lot of money? So when you have a certain amount of money and money doesn't mean anything anymore, so you feel like this can make examples of so many people in the past. Like when you're, and this particular example he's talking about is in the same category, where they have so much money that they don't feel that nothing is important, so everybody's like a pawn. So they can like take advantage of people without thinking because they are beyond, they have fuck you money. So they are beyond like normal societal thinking. I wonder if like can you
God
be
complex.
yeah, can you
Feel
be
like a god,
can you be
yeah.
poor and also be social?
Oh yeah,
Can you be like
Sociopath.
broke and also be that?
absolutely you can. I think, yeah, humans will pretty much at the first like sign of traction, like what is power to them or what is like high of this sense to themselves, and they will be tempted to go down that road. Whether they choose to go down that road, I've seen tons of people not go down that road because also it's not like in a point system way, it's not smart because at some point, you know, Jordan Peterson talks about this, you will tend to get fucked back over and
Like karma.
like karma. And you know, yeah, we are still like, we have to like remind ourselves that there's like huge ocean out there of human existence, and just because we're like the biggest guy in our pond, like, yeah, like take care of your pond like the best you can, because you never know, like, I mean, what it is. And it's just good to have like a rhythm of like taking care of people, making people feel good, like, you know, making you feel good. It makes you like, there's
Being a good person.
being a good person is a good.
Do you think there can
feedback.
be situations where fucking over someone else makes sense? Or like, it's bad, but
Damn,
does it
bro.
make sense?
It's getting so dark. Like,
It's just deep.
what do you mean by make sense?
So like, for example,
Because it always makes sense for you if you're selfish, right?
No,
Like,
it's, I don't think so. Because think about it, like, because we're in a society where we have an okay amount of abundance of resources.
Mm-hmm.
Now there are societies, and in very poor societies, especially in Africa and even like some Asian societies, where I'll give you a good example. I saw this in so when resources were dropped in Palestine, when boxes of food was dropped in Palestine, there have been situations where like older women were shoved away by younger men to make sure that they got the money. So I'm talking about in like situations where survival is very hard, and there's like a lot more people trying to fight for a short amount of resources, and you have like 4 kids to feed, and there's someone else who is another person you don't know, and you don't care about them. Like, I'm just talking about, are there cases, do you think, where, not in normal societies, I think personally normal societies, again, I don't care about what I think personally, it's all like, so like,
I also don't think that what we're experiencing is a normal society. I think there's maybe much more of the
survival
going on, and I think we would be surprised at the amount of peace and like management of very few resources to actually keep everybody alive. It's not always perfect, but people are doing a lot with a very little and keeping their societies going surprisingly well, that we wouldn't understand if we haven't experienced. Those people who haven't experienced it would be surprised at the amount of like peace and like copacetic behavior and things that go on in places that, you know, the GDP is shit. Or
So
whatever.
objectively, doesn't make sense to fuck over someone in any situation.
No. I mean, you know, there are unfortunate situations like when like the daily like the thing that you described, where there was a big box dropped out of the sky and society didn't know what to do with it. Like, that was like a huge disruption of their society. Like, it's actually something that we should be redressing when it comes to having, you know, wealthier nations try to donate to poorer nations, and like what that does for the local economy and who manages the resources. Like, all that needs to be reworked. Like, that shit that happened a long time ago, like, you know, there needs to be a more dynamic situation when it comes to organizing these things. In my opinion, I know that people are probably working on it already. I don't know what's going on, but you know, that was not an everyday occurrence. That it was a disruption.
Why I brought this whole thing up? Because there's a thing called survival of the fittest that has happened for generations and generations. And the whole, objectively, when there's a fittest, there is someone who is not. There is a weaker.
Mm-hmm.
So like, humans have survived generations by fucking over the weak.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm trying to bring it up. And it's like,
in
it sounds wrong.
In a survival
And
situation.
I'm like trying to bring it up, like, because it's hard to relate to in the current situations.
Yeah.
Because we're not fighting wars like there's wars now.
Because there's abundance.
That's what I mean. So there is abundance in this society, but like for generations, like
There was-
civilizations have been wiped off. So it has always been a power thing, and like fucking over people, I think, is actually the norm.
It has been the
it
norm
is how-
throughout the history,
even
yes.
now, even
No,
now,
yeah,
fucking over the. I think it's just norm, and
But
We would
the
lo-
thing is, I think you're phrasing it wrong because I think you're phrasing, oh, I'm gonna mess this person up because I have nothing better to do, instead of like, you and I, we are competing for the same piece of bread, and it's not fucking him up. It's a competition for the same piece of bread. Those
okay,
are
so
two different
so
things.
in the competition setting, this makes sense. Is what I'm trying to
Like
get.
because it's survival, man.
Okay,
It's
so
like in Palestine, it's like, okay, like I need to feed my kids, you also need to feed my kids. There is not enough food for everybody, so it's
It makes
either
sense, yeah.
I kick your ass and
Yeah.
my kids survive, or you
Sorry,
kick
yeah,
my
yeah.
ass and your
See,
kids
so
survive.
this does
That's
make
it.
sense in the survival setting.
I'm totally with you. Like,
But that's a competition. That's not fucking somebody
Yeah.
up. Fucking somebody up. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, like you seem way too happy. Like let me like fuck up your life.
So it's like
You know, like
I don't do that.
I was just kidding. Of course, no, you don't. Just to be clear, you don't.
you know, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
this is
This
like
is-
I only live
it's-
in there already.
Like, no, but I saw that thing. Like, it reminds
that's
me
you
of
do
it reminds me of your mannerisms. But like, dude,
That's
like,
what-
yeah, exactly. But what I was gonna say, like, you guys heard the thing, right? Like, if you want to go somewhere quick, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with a team, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think it makes sense to also have like a team and. You know, people you trust, they give you good feedback.
If
you
you want to
put
build
something
something
together.
big, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you cannot do it on your own.
Yeah, and to do that, I think you have to have like good faith. Like otherwise, people don't trust you, right? If you keep fucking over people. Like,
I'll go in a different. I have a question which is in a different direction, not about this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with the psychopath, personally? Like,
Oh.
if you have like someone you have
well, you
figured out.
said you know the guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, but like not him. Like I'm saying, if you're and this is like a friend setting, you can just ignore them. And I'm saying if you're working, like if you're just someone you met and you think they're psychopath, you're not forced to being exposed to them all the time.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
just not be exposed to them. But if there's a setting, for example, your romantic partner or your parent or your like a boss or like someone you cannot avoid,
Yeah.
and you have to deal with them every day, either through work or living together, or
Yeah.
they literally birthed you. So how do you deal with situations where you cannot just cut them off, and
That's
you have
really
to deal
hard.
with it? I know
Yeah.
that's the question. That's why.
More often than not, like I can start. I have a couple of examples, not mine, but it's like it's really hard, especially when we're talking about, for example, narcissistic behavior. Like, so if your parents, one of your parents is like really like narcissistic, it's terrible, man. Because what happens is narcissists, they tend not to also like not. They also don't really have much empathy. They're not very empathetic, and they also like always overstep your boundaries. So like even if you say no, it's like they will like keep pushing and like they keep like doing their thing.
Because they're used to seeing you as a kid.
No, not just that. It's because they don't understand. They cannot empathize. Why are you saying no? It's like I don't understand. Like you're saying no to them. They don't understand. It's like they don't have the grasp of like, oh, like you cannot touch my stuff. They're like, I don't get it. Like you cannot explain.
So what do
it
you
to
do
them.
to them?
It's like they're sort of. It's a spectrum. Like I had a conversation about this when I was speaking about like habits and stuff like that. And one of the girls, she came to me and she said like her parents are not respecting her boundaries, right? Like so like you sort of have a spectrum of things to do. Like one extreme of the spectrum is like you do nothing and you let your parents mess you up and fuck up your life however they want. On the other spectrum is you cut them off completely, right? Like, and you need to figure out where do you stand in between those two extremes. It doesn't have to be one or the other because there is a spectrum. Oh, okay, I'm gonna spend like 1 day a month with them and that's it, and the rest of the time I'm gonna be distant because like this is the price that I'm willing to pay to keep you in my life. So this is how much I'm willing to sacrifice or get fucked up, get a bit, so like to keep you in my life. But some people are gonna be like, yeah, I'm not willing to have a relationship with this person, like bye, right? Like, and like you need to choose. More agreeable and maybe mentally weaker people will tend to choose like, okay, I'm gonna stay close to my mom or to my dad or to the boss, whatever the case is, and I'm gonna suffer the consequences. So like either way, like there's consequences, and the consequences either like you allow them to be part of your
What
life.
if you're dependent on them, like
Or
for
you-
food? For example, like if you're like teenager and you're suffering this, or if you're like a girl fully dependent on a man for everything.
You're fucked.
How about you? Anna? So
I think that's an unfair categorization. But
But
for
that happens. That happens quite more.
like it's very normal. For
Right.
example, the wife and like, or even the husband sometimes weirdly is completely dependent on another partner, and they express psychopathic behaviors, don't have empathy. Or for a good example, like they come home from work and the wife is like not in the mood, or like they're like, hey, cook for me, and then she's not ready, she's like tired or something, but she cannot say no, and then they'll. So I'm just saying, how do you deal with, like, forget cooking. Another one is like,
I believe the
gotta get
good
smart.
Lord. I believe the good Lord left us medications for a reason.
okay, so drugs.
Yeah.
But you take drugs, or you give the drugs to,
It
to
probably-
the person,
You don't have to mention
to
that
the
on camera.
narcissistic person.
I think it probably helps the person who is dealing with the psychopath and would help the psychopath as well, because I think it's exhausting to be a psychopath, sociopath, as far as I have heard.
Really? Okay. So like
there's-
not stay sober is what you mean. Like, is that the solution?
Yeah, if you are actually in a pattern of the brain that is so unhealthy that you are causing harm to yourself or other people, you need to readdress the pattern. Like the pattern that you've built up over the years isn't working.
So what are some examples of such? Like, is it smoking weed, or like what is some examples of things which can help
No,
you?
I think you can look at the research happening in the USA when it comes to entheogens or psychedelics for even PTSD, because I think that even though there is a biological component of some of these things, that it's exacerbated by, our life experiences. And I was going to bring up this guy, Chase Hughes, who he basically started a YouTube channel about how to deal with psychopaths. Actually, he's like, he was like a U.S. police force of some kind guy.
Nice.
Yeah, and now he's really also into entheogens.
What's an entheogen?
It would be usually a psychedelic.
Okay.
And they're defined as something that increases blood flow to the brain. I think that other things that are also considered like a drug would have to be evaluated for how much blood flow it brings to the brain. If that is disturbed in a wrong way, you can see that, and I think that would be tossed out. And so those types of drugs are no-go. But ones that increase blood flow to the brain and also have research statistically to help subjective effects are a tool that we've seen the other way that we've gone as humans, and we have a very ugly history, and we have a lot to overcome together. So I think tools are a good way, and there's lots of tools out there.
You have something.
I came up with a strategy while he was speaking, how to deal with those people. It's like, imagine if you like you said, like there's somebody in your family or in a workplace that's either sociopath, psychopath, or narcissist. And the thing is, these people tend to want things from you, right? They want like, oh, I need your help, I need you to do this, or I need this from you, I need this from you. What if you would start playing dumb? What if you would start pretending like, I cannot give you whatever you require because like I either don't have the money or I don't, like you need help with your computer. I don't really understand about computers. It's like, and you
So lie, basically.
so you lie and make them understand that whatever they need from you, you cannot fulfill that need. You cannot give them the benefits that they wanted to take from you. They wanted to use you. And if you make them understand like, hey, you cannot even if you wanted to, you cannot use me because I just cannot give you the
So
thing
it's like
because I
playing
don't
dead.
know.
It's like playing dead in the warfield.
Playing dumb.
No, I was like giving the analogy like, so you don't die. Sometimes soldiers just play dead.
Exactly.
So people think you already died.
Exactly. The thing is, like, when somebody like that, they understand, like, oh, this person cannot give me what I want. I wanted to use this guy, but like
He's useless.
he's freaking useless to me. I'm just gonna walk away.
Right.
So they're gonna use interest because they cannot use you anymore. So that's a very interesting way to. But the thing is, you sort of have to play
You have
dumb
to be-
and
you have to be
outsmart
fair-
them.
I think you have to be fairly self-aware to do this.
Yeah, you have to outsmart them in that way. You have to outsmart them by pretending.
So there's a
to
lot
be
of
dumb.
mind games being played here. I don't think people who are like suffering from this are capable of some of these things because they feel threatened.
No, the thing is, like, it's not about.
Because they might be scared that if I do that, they're gonna. Remember, you're dependent on them.
Yeah.
You actually need them for, you know. So it's not like they're the only ones needing you.
Yeah.
Like that's why you can't escape
Exactly.
because you need the job. That's why you can't play dumb.
But
with
the thing is,
boss.
like, at the end of the day, you still, like, you can go to the police, you can go to the government and seek help, and it's like try to relocate you or whatever the case is.
So law enforcement.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
I
if
mean,
you are in a
we-
country where you have this sort of infrastructure support, like we have those things in Portugal, like, if like you're suffering from domestic violence and this and that.
Because
like-
here it does happen a lot. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, domestic violence is pretty high here, right? So
Like during COVID, yes, it was, and also because it also like it was a bit normalized when during like dictatorship times. So this was actually sort of normal, right? Like because women would like fully rely on their husbands. Women wouldn't work. They would fully rely on their husbands, and if you have like a drunk or a violent husband, like there's nothing to do because you cannot escape because you cannot work and your family will not take you back, so you're forced to stay. So like that was something that happened quite a lot in Portugal. Yeah. Nowadays, I think it's actually like the ratings went like.
it's only
very
when
low.
it's like the guy is drunk or like abusive.
No.
If they're healthy, it's not a problem.
Right.
What does it mean?
If they're like generally not alcoholic or
Right.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing
Dude,
is,
that
like,
thing
the
actually
violence can.
got to me, man.
What?
It finally hit me, the microdose.
Really? Right
Yeah,
now?
like, I'm
Oh,
like-
this is why you were sitting like this?
I've just been quiet.
So,
like,
it is actually does it work?
It does, yeah.
So,
I mean, I do go on a
what
trip.
does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh, yeah,
Very
elaborate.
introspective, I think. Yeah. It just makes you think about.
Do you like feel like hazy or like is everything normal and you just like your brain is a bit more?
Yeah, you don't feel that. I mean, I've taken like LSD before and stuff, and that you actually see stuff like Pac-Man.
Okay, but here this one is not.
No, I'm not seeing any visuals. Are you?
How would you describe it to someone who has never done it?
I'd say do it.
Yeah,
no,
but
that's
how
the-
would you
that's the-
describe
that's
it?
How would you describe it? That's the
I don't know.
question.
I think, I mean, the trip right now for me was almost like a bad trip I had. For the last 5 minutes, I was like questioning my personality and stuff because of the things we were talking about. But generally, like, it's a good trip. And
Questioning your personality. Was
Like
it like
questioning,
triggered by
like-
something I said or someone said?
Wait, you have a
yeah,
personality?
triggered like triggered by my actions in the past and things.
Okay, so like basically you were rethinking something that I brought up or someone else brought up.
Yeah.
You were like, was that the right thing to do?
Like yeah, exactly. Am I a good person or not? You know, stuff like that. But generally, like, I mean, generally, I think it's good because it makes you question things about yourself.
Yeah.
Makes you more self-aware.
Generally, it's not that bad. Like I've done it like a lot of times, like probably 10 times, and usually a stronger dose, and I don't usually have a bad trip. And maybe if it's a bad trip, it's because it's pointing something out of yourself. That
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
Just because you feel bad, it doesn't mean it's a bad trip,
What is a bad trip?
right? Like,
You just feel bad, dude.
So you
just
don't
feel
you
like,
feel sad or do you feel depressed?
Yeah, it could be a bunch of things, man. Like I even like I remember like one time I had it, I was just crying because I just felt
Like emotions which have been suppressed are coming out?
are you just
guess so, yeah.
psychoanalyzing him? Right?
No,
I wouldn't say they were suppressed. No, maybe to some extent, but I also think I was like not in a good place. I think I was just not in a good relationship. Like the the girl was kind of toxic, and like it's the same one who liked it when I was in fights and stuff. The one we talked about. It was, so I think it was like just a bunch of like jealousy and possession and anger and yeah.
But you've forgotten about it, and it came back from the
I'm not
past.
thinking about her now. But
No,
yeah,
not now,
yeah.
but like when you say there's like what was that stuff in the past that came out, or that you reminded of when you had a bad trip. Okay, so like you got reminded.
Yeah, it reminds you. Yeah, you also stuff that you're going through. I think hits you. But
Interesting. So your memory is actually good. Like it's not like you're woozy. I don't know how this works. So it's sharp. You're still sharp.
Nice. You've never taken?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You should consider taking it. I feel like you would be. It's not exactly. That's what I was asking. It's not like weed. Weed is not the same thing.
it's. I would say the sorry to cut you, but I would say the benefit is like if you're avoiding something about yourself.
Yeah.
It like just brings it to your face and you can't like run away from it.
Right.
And
So
it's
already-
just like
yeah.
it's just in your face. Like if you have like a doubt, like where you don't like something
It-
about yourself,
It amplifies it.
Yeah, it amplifies it. Yeah.
Mm.
Would you agree with what I'm saying? Or?
It's a common thing, yeah. But you can also be, I think it increases blood flow too, so it does it in a very creative way. It can kind of like have like a whole like, you got all your thoughts can be like imagining different things. You could be thinking about like business and all these things, and then it can present you with something that's like, oh yeah, like a memory, and you're like, oh, like you reacted like that because that happened, and then you're like, you can laugh and cry at the same time because you're like, oh man, like usually it's like that was so silly, but sometimes it could be something that's not easy to face, and then you're like crying and laughing and crying, but you're having like creative ideas at the same time.
Is it like ayahuasca?
Yeah, they're in the same family. That's
Because ayahuasca forces about suppressed stuff
Yeah.
out, and some people
Yeah.
cry. I heard.
And yeah, exactly. And I would say that suppression is one way that we put it, but also it's just like almost memory, because we have like so many memories as like human beings that we forgot. Like,
Yeah.
But not really. It's like there, but we have that. It's like other shit came along, so you kind of.
yeah. It like gets over time, and sometimes it's like it's normal to just keep moving on, because like that's
So childhood trauma might
Yeah.
be brought up from this, which you have been like moved on from for whatever reason.
Yeah. And like even like maybe even emotions, like I found that maybe emotions can be coming through you too. So that's why I'm like not opposed to, if we're talking about like this situation of like dating or talking to people, talking to ladies or whatever, it's like yeah, like be like natural, like like I don't know, like because there's a lot of energy that is like coming through you at all times, and it's like, yeah, stay rooted, but also feel the energy coming through you at the same time.
It's like a dichotomy of.
Yeah,
It's like a two-sided thing.
yeah,
Do you understand like computers, right? So there's
Sort
stack,
of. Yeah.
there's stack memory and there's heap, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that
It's like a
like
stack.
when you're on your daily life, so stack memory is like easily accessible by the application. Heap is like is stored. It's much larger. You can have way different kinds of complex stuff there in the memory, but it's tougher to get out. It's more compute intensive for the application to take out. So like on a normal day, I would say you're just working with your stack memory, like your memory from yesterday, what you did this morning, and you're just building on it. Okay, what is the task I'm working on? You just continue it. And I would say that when you take some of these psychedelics, you're like just randomly stuff getting pulled out of the heap and just thrown at you, and you're like, okay.
So it's not linear.
Yeah, it's
like,
not linear.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like you don't even know what will come out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
You
like a
don't
random
know.
thing which you were not planning on dealing with now will show up.
Yeah. Or I mean, probably there's a trigger for it. Yeah. How are we doing on time, by the way? Or should we end it?
Yeah, we can wrap it up if you guys
Yeah.
want. Yeah, it's good.
So,
But the question was helpful, right?
I really
It's like a
liked
different,
it.
it's like a different style of podcast.
I really liked it. Yeah.
It's nice.
Okay,
Good job, guys. Good job, bro.
I'm actually AI, by the way. I'm not real.